You're only a what if away from great winter holidays. What if it's Aussie for travel?
Stav, Abby and Matt.
Brisbane wakes up with Stav, Abby and Matt on B105.
I feel for teachers. I think they do the most amazing job. And they've got so many kids in the class that they have to deal with, which is so many different personalities and behaviours. And also for childcare workers. And all I wanted to do, and I forgot to get a pile of it, is the incident reports that I've got over the years with 3 boys. Because there's been a lot. You know, they've been bitten, they've bitten someone else, they've head-butted someone else, they decided to get their head and smash it on the cement. All those reports that they have to then tell me about. And it's funny how they word it as well. And I got one yesterday from the school and I was like, I feel for teachers because back in the day, I don't think they'd have to notify the parents of everything. So apparently there was an incident. I didn't truly understand it, to be honest. But they didn't get playtime at lunch because the kids had done something and my kid was included. So they just wanted to explain that they didn't get playtime. And a couple of the kids were upset about that. So I think kids might have cried. So they're like, wait a minute, we need to let the parents know rather than the kids go home and say, I cried about something.
Oh, okay.
So they need to notify. Where really, I was like, you don't need to. You're in charge. Your rules.
Well, I always think what happens on your watch is your problem.
That's why we send them.
Also, my parents will give a rundown as well.
Oh, yeah.
Where I don't think grandparents even had to. They're like, just letting you know, one of your child's got a tap on the leg because they were doing the wrong thing. And I was like, no worries.
Cool.
You're the grandparent. Your rules.
Excuse me, why are you telling me that when I distinctly remember you hitting me with a wooden spoon,
I know.
a strap, the back of your hand.
But things are different these days.
A dustpan and brush once. And I think that time you accidentally slammed my finger in the car door, I think was probably on purpose.
Well, you shouldn't have had your hands there.
Yes.
True that. Well, remember when seatbelts weren't compulsory as well back in the day?
And
And
they'd slam their brakes on.
Yes.
I told you put your seatbelt on.
But these days, teachers have to. Have you ever got a strange incident report where you're like, oh, thank you for notifying that for me? Because they can't even tell you who your child has bitten. Because I was like, oh, let me know because I want to apologise.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we can't tell you. And I was like, well, I'm pretty sure the kid sitting there with a bite mark is it.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries.
We used to get him a lot for Xander because he'd always hurt himself, or the same thing if another kid hurt him and they'd be like, oh look, we just have to let you know a block got thrown. But I'll be like, who cares?
We got the
They
one
have to now.
from daycare where the teacher had to let us know that Rory had said that her breasts looked amazing in that dress.
That's right, because she didn't want it to be an issue of, we've been talking about breasts.
Was that an official incident report, or did they come and talk to you about it?
Yeah, they came and talked to me
How
about it.
did they
I was
address
like,
that?
in her defence, they do, miss.
Is that what you said?
No!
Oh,
Thought it very hard.
what did you just give a straight face?
Yeah.
And did you look down like just that?
There's nothing wrong about that. It's a
No,
compliment.
I know, but she has to tell you
She has
because
to
what
tell you
about if
that.
your daughter comes home and says,
You should see Lisa's tits.
Imagine she goes, my dad said.
No.
Well, Eden also once told her, and they brought it up with Esther, that she said, my mummy rubs cream in my dad's bumhole. And they brought it up with her, and she doesn't. I get sciatica, so sometimes Esther will rub
on your lower back?
will rub heat cream into it's my bum cheek. But when they're 3,
You wouldn't want any of that there.
no, exactly. But what we want to ask you this morning, 131060, whether you're a teacher or whether you are any sort of childcare provider, what's the wildest thing you've had to write a incident report for? And for parents, what have you received one for? Whether you thought it was ridiculous or maybe you do have something that you're like, have a listen to this. Stuff went down. Because they really vary,
That's true.
don't they?
I've got one for stealing the toys at childcare.
Huh?
The incident that they had been taking them and putting them in their bag.
Oh.
And I was
That's a
like,
classic.
yeah, but I was like, just take them back. They had to sign a report and I had to sign it. I was like, uh-huh.
You should ask for CCTV footage for proof. I'm not incriminating my child.
That could have been my husband that put those toys in there.
Dust for fingerprints.
You can remain anonymous as well.
Yeah, please do.
Yes. So
Why not?
13 10 60. We want to know what incident reports have come through. We'll take your calls next.
Stav, Abby, and Matt for breakfast. B105.
I think teachers do the most amazing job. A lot of my friends are teachers, and the stories that they tell or what they have to deal with, I'm like, oh, you're amazing. Generally, my
parents are
kids.
the problem, right? Most of the time, not the kids.
It feels like that at this stage because remember when it was always teacher was right. So if anything the teacher said, you got in trouble at home. But now I think a lot of parents are like, wait a minute.
Not my child.
Not my child wouldn't do that.
The communication's a lot higher too. Back in the day, your teacher would give you a note to give your parents, and the next day they would say, did you give that note to your
And
parents?
you go, uh-huh.
Yeah.
But you'd get your older brother just to forge a signature and send it back.
Do it myself.
Oh, good one.
I had perfected my mum's signature, and I thought I'd really nailed it until one day I took a note in with mum's actual signature on it, and they were like, you forged that? It's like, I haven't.
You're not going to believe it. Whatever. But 13 10 60, we want to know, what is the incident report that you had to say to parents? You know, where you're like, I'm sorry, but this happened today.
And I got Anonymous, number one. Anonymous, what happened?
Hi guys, how you going?
Good.
So a few years ago now, I was a childcare worker in a room with 3 to 4 year olds. And it was rest time, and I had a little boy in my class who had a prosthetic eye. And at this particular rest time, he decided to pop his prosthetic eye out
Wow.
and roll it across the classroom floor.
Like a marble.
Which then caused the poor little girl opposite him to get quite hysterical, and so I had to ring her mum and try and explain to her mum what had happened.
Wow.
Now, obviously, this was just some fun that kid had frequently. To him, he was just, you know.
Yeah. Got to have fun with it.
He used to pop it out quite regularly, but at this particular time, he decided that he was going to use it like a marble.
Okay,
Yes.
so just for our sake, if you were writing that now, can you just speak it to us as if the way it would have been written when you were explaining it in a letter?
We would have to explain that the child removed their eye and that it was then scared their child by rolling in front of them.
What steps? Right. What were the steps that you took to comfort the child?
Oh, gosh.
That's got to be. She's got to be the only person who's ever had to deal with that.
Wow.
Really.
Shandice in Ipswich, what did you have to report on?
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Great.
Well, I've had one beautiful little boy in high school, one of those children that, openly don't follow the instructions. And in home ec class, they were told not to touch the food, had to wear gloves. Of course, natural consequence comes where he does touch the food. That just happened to be chilies.
Yes.
He then goes to the bathroom without washing his hands prior because he didn't wear gloves.
Yep.
Scored his nickname for the rest of high school as Chili Willy.
Chili Willy.
And you had to say no. And did you have to say, like, they were told to wear gloves and they were told
Absolutely.
to...
Yeah, he had to be sent to the nurse because it was pretty intense. But, I mean, it was a great laugh in the staff room because, we love a good natural consequence as a teacher. And
Chili Willy. That's so good.
A natural consequence.
Karma.
Yes.
We didn't punish them. They punished themselves.
All right. Another Anonymous in Warner. Anonymous, what happened at your school?
Good morning. Basically, I was teaching prep and it was like free play time and one of my children had pulled out of their bag a vibrator. So that was very interesting. Quickly tried to get him to put it away and then had the awkward conversation of like trying to explain to his mum, this has been brought in. Obviously, she's very embarrassed. It was a very red-faced moment.
Wow.
What did the kid
And the more
think
you
it
say,
was?
like, put it away and that's not a thing, the more it would have been like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Trying to he's trying to explain, like that's a home toy. Not something we really bring to school and, you can play with that at home.
No.
Well, what's she going to do? She got to do something.
The kid cannot play with it at home.
No, but that's the mum's conversation there. Anonymous number 2, you've had a show and tell issue as well?
Sure I have, yes. I was a prep teacher and doing show and tell, and a little girl brought in a special bracelet that she got from her parents' room.
Mm-hmm.
It had a special bead on it that buzzed.
Oh.
It turned out that it was Dad's special bracelet.
Well, yeah, like a ring almost.
Wow. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So my TA had to say how very special that bracelet was and that we could wrap it up in some tissues and put it in a Ziploc bag to give to Mum when it was picked up.
I'm sure it's been given to Mum a few times in the summer too.
God.
I don't want to know.
That's fair enough. What a nice dad.
So special. We need to wrap it up in tissues immediately.
Yes, and then wash our hands.
Shouldn't there be some sort of like law where you just throw it away and never speak of it?
You know
what I mean?
Oh,
well, no, I mean for the parent.
How can you resist as a teacher handing that over and just saying, just so you know?
Yeah.
Just so you know. Yeah.
You revel in it, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do a little bit.
Yeah.
And the whole time they're like, oh no, parent-teacher interviews are coming up.
Stav, Abby and Matt for breakfast. B105.
My parents are like yin and yang. Like, I've always known that. My mum...
Chalk and cheese.
Yes, my mum loves to spend money. She gets enjoyment out of it.
Yeah.
And my dad hates to spend money.
Perfect couple.
So he saves, she spends, right? And it's kind of worked.
Well, they've been married for a long time, so it's definitely worked.
Well, no, I think 50 years. Surely not.
No, they're way too young for that.
Nice one.
Good one.
Smooth.
Pretty sure it's 50 years. But Dad has retired. Big mistake. If anyone's ever... Like, just don't retire for men, I don't think, unless you have some...
Work till the day you die, lads.
No.
Die on the job site.
Keep me in the lifestyle
No.
to which I've become accustomed.
I was saying, unless you've got some really good hobbies.
Yeah,
Because
you're
my
right.
dad, unfortunately, put everything into work, and that was his hobby. So therefore, when that went, he was like, what am I doing with my time? Now he's found a few, but I was like, make sure you have those before you retire, is what I meant.
Right.
Or find a job that you love. Because my dad has seemed to find it hard to occupy his days. Where Mum and the other thing, she loves it.
We should go to the shops.
Yeah, she goes to the shops, exactly.
It's got plenty to do. Got an inheritance.
And the only time he goes to the shop is if they have a coffee and it's her sixth coffee, so she gets one free, and that's when he will join her.
Are you kidding me?
No, because he's so...
So she says, do you want to come and have coffee with me? He says, show me your loyalty card first.
What?
So if I tell her...
God, he's a sitcom
I
character,
can't
isn't
explain how tight he is with his money. He's really tight. And I don't want to complain too much because he's so generous with us, with the kids. So if we go out for dinner, he'll pay for us still.
Yeah.
And he likes to save up so that he can take us on a holiday. But any
That's
other...
every man's dream. That's
Of course
exactly
it is,
what you
and
wanna
that's
do.
what he enjoys. So any of the other time of the year is just all about saving money. So much so that he had to dig up a septic tank in the backyard, and he got a quote to get a digger, too expensive. So he said, don't worry, I've got a spade and time. And over 4 weeks, he dug it out.
Because he didn't know where, but he had to dig experimental holes to find where it
The
was.
whole backyard was dug out, and Mum came up to visit us, and the neighbours were like, should we be worried? We haven't seen your wife for a long time, and you've been
Big hole.
digging for 4 weeks. Yeah.
So he didn't want to pay for the doll before you dig either.
No, just dug.
Just
Just dug.
Took his life into
It's
his
only
own
a
hands.
spade, Matt. How bad could it be?
You can hit electrical
It's just
things.
once at a time. I don't know. Anyway, so his latest thing at the moment, and this is how tight he is, and I've sent you the photos, is trees need to be cut down. The quote was too much. So he has made his own trimmer, and he's got a long bit of timber, and he's tied some sort of clipper, and he is clipping
Genius.
the...
That is genius. He's MacGyvered it.
Yeah, that probably cost him $14.
Yeah, and he's just
I had
doing
one
that.
of those tree things.
I like how he hasn't even bought gaffer tape. He's found some old hockey straps and wrapped it around. So they were free too.
He is so tight. He actually reminds me so much of you, Stav.
Yeah, look, he's my hero. If I go through a day without it, spending any money,
He loves it.
Oh, it's
he goes
the
to me
best
today and
feeling.
goes, you're not going to believe this. I spent no money. And I was like, what do you mean?
Because you know what that does? That adds to tomorrow's total. And then if you don't spend any money that day, that adds
Then
to
he'll
the-
treat
it just
himself
rolls.
occasionally,
Yeah.
once a year, and he'll go and eat at
A food court.
food court.
Occasionally I'll get myself a sushi roll if I'm feeling spicy.
So much so that if he won't spend a taxi, that would be silly, from the airport, and the bus that goes from the airport is the more expensive one. So he will get his seniors card, which is for free, with the suitcase, which is obviously just carry on, because why would he pay for extra? Of
course.
And then he will go to the city, which is about 40 minutes out of his way, and then catch the train home.
He must be so envious of Superman. Guys gets to fly wherever he wants for free.
If anyone has
Doesn't have to-
really, really type person in their life that just doesn't like to spend money, 13, 10, 60, can you give me an example of what they do?
The good thing he's got going for him though is normally if I try to like do something on the cheap, it ends up costing me more because I stuff it up. At least he's handy.
He's done that before.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, he's changed the oil and then he's got to get it fixed.
Right.
Yeah.
Devastating.
Yes,
Yeah.
and Mum's there to point that out for him.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. Why is the world so cruel that they always bring these two opposites together, like a spender and a saver?
Yeah.
I think it has to be that way because otherwise you either end up broke or
that's
old
true.
yuck.
Yeah. The tightest...
Wait, sorry. Are you just talking about you with your spreadsheet and your
Yep.
wife? Is
Yep.
that what you were saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe my dad would be your hero, you guys. You'd actually really impress with some of his cost saving. He honestly was a guy that used to wear his underwear so many times and then reverse it. Like, what?
Put his thing down.
And she
flip it
said,
and reverse
enough, this is ridiculous.
Did he really?
Yeah, she's like, no, you can't do this. If it's got holes in it, it needs to be thrown away. And he goes, no, that's ridiculous. I can still wear it. And she's like, and you have to put it in the wash.
So he used to do that and managed to have 3 children.
He doesn't have a dryer because that is expensive.
Yeah.
So he has a clothesline in the shed.
Crazy times.
Yeah.
The tightest person you know. That's what we want to hear about this morning. 13, 10, 16.
Stab Abby and Matt for breakfast. B105.
It's good that people save their money, but some people just go that little bit of extreme. My dad won't pay for anyone to come and do maintenance on the house, even though it's trimming trees. So he's made his own apparatus, which is a pole that's got a tape of a cutter. The other one that he's done is a saw as well, which is pretty hard to...
Yeah. Because you
Just
can
out
actually
there
buy
for
them
hours.
too. Like extender pole things to cut trees, you can buy them.
Buy it.
I know. Crazy.
When you could make it.
Exactly.
Gosh.
AJ is there. Hi, AJ.
Hey, mate. How's it going?
Good. Are you the tight ass?
Yeah, unfortunately, I have to own up to this one.
Well, thank you for spending money on this call, AJ. We appreciate it.
We'll reimburse you. What do you do?
I'm a fire alarm technician,
And what?
and I bought a house, and I was like, how hard can it be to renovate this shit box into something nice?
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, it's pretty hard. It takes a long time.
Have you got a partner, AJ?
I do now, not when I bought the place.
Okay.
There was one point where I had no plumbing and no portaloo, so that was fun.
What were you using, a bucket?
I would just go to like the service station or customers' properties because I had like swipe cards and stuff.
What was the hardest thing to renovate the house then? What have you...
I would say the biggest drama that I had would probably be the plastering. It was in the middle of lockdown. I was like, how hard is this? I can't get anyone anyway. I'll just watch a couple of videos and they're showing you and they're like, oh, you put it on, don't worry about it. If it gets too much, you can just knock it back. Yeah, I ended up with like these bumps in the walls where I tried to plaster it. And then when I finally called a plasterer, they're like, yeah, mate, you've stuffed this, haven't you? It's going to cost you double.
It's double the cost. That's the worst part.
It's is it mainly men?
I think so.
That we think, we can save all this money, and then we have a woman say, you're an idiot.
I think you get enjoyment out of it as well. Is it like a challenge, do you think?
It is fun to see you get annoyed as well.
Right.
There's a bit of that.
Okay.
Because we're doing it under the guise of, I'm just trying to save money.
Yeah.
But
Alicia, in Ferny Grove, who was the type person in your house? What'd they do?
Oh, that's totally my husband.
Okay.
For our engagement trip about 20 years ago now, he took me to San Francisco we were living in the UK at the time, and he made the 6-hour odd trip take almost a day or so. We ended up stopping in Philly, had a bit of a layover, and then over to San Francisco. I was like, I've been to San Fran before. It doesn't take that long to get there from the UK.
How much did
and
he
it wasn't
save?
a surprise. I don't even know how much he saved, but I was like, it's not that expensive. It's really not.
So it could have
At
been...
least not back then.
Yeah, right.
It could have been like a 6 or 7 hour flight, but he turned it into...
A few days?
2 days.
Yeah.
And probably,
Pretty much.
Probably saved $110.
Yeah, good on you.
If that.
Is he still tight now?
He is. He's eased up a bit. Like, he put the car in for a service the other week, and instead of, like, getting me to pick him up or whatever, he'd rather walk the few miles back instead of take the bus or even, get me to pick him up
Pay
back
for the
home.
fuel.
Yeah, but he did get the car service, eh?
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
Lisa in Camp Hill, who's tight in your household?
It's my dad's cousin. They went to visit him over to Europe and saw them in Holland. And they went to their house, and he actually rinses out his condoms.
Wow.
Yes, and then to dry them out, stretches them over a mug.
No.
Over a mug.
No.
Over a mug. Yes.
Wow.
And then they kept asking my mum if she wanted a cup of coffee, and she's like, no.
No. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Please no. That doesn't exist.
Wow.
Rinse them.
No,
That
don't say it again. Don't repeat it.
I wasn't going to say... I was just saying he rinses them out.
That's how you used to have to do it.
What, when you eat?
No, well back.
No. That's not the thing.
Wow, they're
I
not
thought
that
you were just going to
expensive.
explain about, like, the jam jars as cups.
No.
You know?
No.
That would have been, right.
Right, so he would have them
Why you
set...
keep asking?
Oh, as if I'm not.
Well, I think
Oh,
you can
why
get
am
the
I gonna
image.
keep
How
asking?
much more detail do you need than
Well,
that?
I want to know, wouldn't that be something you do in secret? How does everyone know about it? Did he have them sitting in the middle of the lounge room or something?
Well, they had them, stretched over the mugs and on the kitchen, like, a windowsill to
dry.
The sun would get to them.
Wow.
How many kids do they have?
That's
I
a
wanna
good-
know.
Why would you ask that?
Because they're the most expensive thing of all, really.
And they
Too many
say
children.
you should never reuse them because they don't roll. You got to roll them back up.
That's right.
Did it work? Did
Well, I don't know. I didn't ask.
Well, I think it would work because I'd be like, no, thank you.
Yeah, that's the
You're not
point.
for me.
Right. Do you know as well? Do you know how many uses he got out of one? Like, was there one?
No.
My mum didn't ask.
No.
Or thinking that she just didn't want to have a cup of coffee.
No.
This
you.
is my favourite one. Works every time.
Wow.
Wow. I feel.
Yep.
Thanks, Lisa.
That's all right.
Yeah.
That's a lovely thought for the morning, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. I mean, these types of conversations are always very interesting, but always more fun to see the video, which will go up on
Yes, because we
Instagram.
can get out of this
of how-
conversation now, and you're deliberately not pressing a button because I'm backing
Yes,
away.
Exactly. Sit in the awkward. Let's sit in the awkwardness for a second.
I sit in the awkward with you every day. I would like to leave.
Stav, Abby, and Matt for breakfast. B105.
I think you might need to do a bit more PR for your people, Stav Davidson.
The Scots.
No, you refer to yourself as a nerd
Nope.
or a geek. Oh,
Geek.
what is the difference? Because they're very interchangeable.
Nerds are smart.
Okay.
Geeks are just interested really in a specific thing.
So wait a minute, you're a geek
Yes. Because I'm not smart.
and nerds are smart.
Yes.
Okay, because I was talking about this with my son as we get into the whole, like, go for someone with personality. It's not just about looks, you know, when he's finding a partner. Shut up.
It's you don't. I'm
is.
sorry, but you do not have any power over that.
Well, yeah, I just feel like I don't want it to be completely shallow and...
When you were a teenager,
I know that.
How did you choose the young men that you decided were right for you?
You know, lovely personality. I know that, right? But we try to live in a different world than we grew up in. And I was explaining this to him and he goes, oh, do you think Dad went for your personality? And I was like...
Ouch.
Thank you. What is it? Because he's like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah. Is he telling you you're boring? Or is he saying you're hot, Mum?
I don't know. Exactly. So I was like, oh, that's really, okay, no worries. But we were talking about this and I was saying, you know, and when you meet people, maybe you're in the wrong area of it. Like, go to a maths club, because there are just hot geeks. And he's like, no, there's not. I was like, what? Yes, there is. And he was like,
me plus you. What does that equal?
He's an intelligent guy. And he's like, no, Mum, that doesn't exist. Hot geeks. And I was like, yes, they do. That's exactly what it is. And
Hot geeks exist, hot nerds don't.
Okay, so maybe that's what he was saying. And I was like, no, that's not the case. And I was like, are you saying that you have to be a dumb if you're attractive? And he goes, no, but you can be attractive and intelligent.
Yeah.
But you can't be, why can't you be a nerd and...
I mean, you can. That's a broad generalisation, of course. In any large group of people, there's going to be hot nerds somewhere. But
exactly, they need a better PR.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they need the nerd calendar.
It is hot to do well at school.
It isn't, though.
No.
See, that's what
Well, they have to wait till the end of the movie for their glow up. And then look at that. Oh,
but then that's
wow.
saying that the geek is not good.
Because
they have to have a glow up. That's my point. And then what? They turn into hot because
Let me put it this way.
before was not?
He's not looking for someone with straight A's. He's looking for someone with double D's.
And that is wrong.
It's true, though.
I know.
Let's just remember of the age group we're playing around here.
Yeah.
Double C's.
No, stop talking, is what he's saying.
I'll stop talking.
Well,
See,
yeah, you
not
should
a nerd.
You know what I said to him this morning? I was
your
like,
life.
We were having this conversation. I said to him, you know what? Like, you need to prove that's wrong. You need to find some hot geek 13-year-olds and find them and send the photo. And I said, no, don't do that.
Could have got me in a lot of trouble.
I said, please don't search.
But isn't that personality based though, the geek thing? Like, and the nerd thing?
Yes.
Well,
but
actually,
then I just feel like it's confusing.
It's weird. It's weird because the geek thing can actually ruin your attractiveness. Because if you're a hot geek but you're into something really nerdy, like, then that cancels it out.
I think...
Like me.
The other thing is, girls can be hot, geeky nerds. Guys cannot. Girls would be like, he's a nerd, and not be like, but he's still attractive. But guys will still do that.
Well, that's the whole show, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, Beauty and the Geek.
Beauty and the
Let me
Geek.
throw one at you. Henry Cavill, right? Superman.
Yes.
Superman.
Okay, yep.
You would say he's attractive?
He's not my type, but yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He is hugely into Dungeons and Dragons and Warhammer. He actually missed the him getting Superman because he was playing a Warhammer campaign, much like Ash's partner does.
Yeah, see, he's not my type. I'm a Chris Hemsworth go surfing.
If Chris Hemsworth was into it, would that ruin his attractiveness for you? If you were dating Chris Hemsworth, goes, I'm sorry, Abby, I have to go and play some Warhammer and then some Dungeons and Dragons, but after that, it'll be me and you time.
No, that's not true. I just can't.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I can't suspend that disbelief.
Right.
Tell you
When
what,
I see that
sounds
he's-
like you are attracted to those two men, though.
Only because of the Warhammer and the Dungeons
Exactly.
and Dragons. Yeah.
That's what I was saying. You just got to broaden your, likes.
Cast the net a bit wider.
Yeah. Don't eliminate a certain type of person. Which one was it again? Geeks or nerds?
Nerds.
I really think they could just be the same thing, couldn't they?
That's offensive, and you need to apologise before you
I'm so sorry. Who am I apologising to?
Both of them.
Geeks and nerds.
Yes.
But I could be one.
Oh.
Couldn't I?
No.
Geek or a nerd?
What do you mean, no, I can't be one?
Ashley yelled that out through the...
You just asked if you could use my glasses before to look smart.
And on the geek side of it, you can't hold your attention long enough to have a passion about something for your lifetime.
I did really well at school.
That's not in question here.
So, okay.
I mean, I have one question. What does Finn want?
I don't care what Finn wants.
Stav, Abby, and Matt for breakfast. B105.
I went to Melbourne, took the youngest there on the holidays. We went and saw Wrexham just because I was hoping that, Ryan Reynolds would be there. He was.
Yeah.
It was just a Deadpool costume, so I'm pretty sure it was him.
Oh, 100% would be
Yeah,
him.
would have been him. Marvel
He
Stadium.
did take the costume home from the movie.
Exactly. No other costumes exist, so it would have been him. And it was the most amazing trip because I'm trying to do one-on-one time with the kids rather than booking,
Your husband?
rather than booking expensive trips away. Well, if you just do weekends away. So it was really nice hanging out with him, and all he wanted to do was go in the pool at the hotel in Melbourne.
Yeah.
And I was like, great, a heated pool in Melbourne.
Indoors?
That's still outside.
And it's still cold.
It was
They're still cold.
freezing.
Yeah, I've had
It
that
was
happen.
freezing. So there was a lot of talk of everyone that came up thinking it was heated, and it was sort of enclosed in like glass, but the glass was open, like those slats.
okay, yeah.
So it was very cold, and it was just, the wind was coming in. I was like, no worries, you want to do it.
Kids
and,
don't care, though, do they?
Well,
Kids
he
do
was
not
getting a lot
care.
of credit for like, oh my gosh, look at him swimming in the cold. So of course he decided to do laps, and I was in the spa.
Yeah, nice.
that was really warm, overlooking it.
Genius.
Yeah, so everyone was coming in having a conversation with each other because they're like, oh, how cold is it? And I was like, I didn't go in it, but you go for it. And this lady came in with her daughter and she was wearing white swimsuit. And already I was like, you are not my people. You are the bravest woman because I just can't wear white because I spill everything in it.
Yes, that's true.
And even I was just like, yeah, I've never even, go for it. You're amazing.
Wouldn't it go see-through when you jump in the water? Oh.
So I was speaking to her and she's like, I'm going to do it. I was like, go for it. And I just saw the back of her and she jumped into the pool and she was swimming a few laps and I was like, is it cold? She's like, it is freezing, but very invigorating. And then she came back around and started to talk to me. And I was trying not to be, when you just don't see it very often. So you just go, oh, and then you didn't want to be scared by it because I was like, good for you, girlfriend. Way to go. Of course. So then she came out of the pool and she pulled her arms up to pull her hair up in a ponytail, and her hair under her arms were longer than my husband's.
You're in Melbourne.
Oh, no, it's back.
Is it back?
It's back.
And I was like, go for it. But when you try not to look, because you're like, oh. And I was like, of course, I shouldn't
Was she
do
in a
that.
swimsuit?
Yeah.
She just got out of the pool.
She just got out of the pool. What?
So when you looked at were you trying to get the glance?
But it was, I think, I didn't know if it was deliberate. It was just, everything was just au naturel.
That's back too.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was like, good for you. So I'm trying not to look. And I was like, why do I shave? Of course. Why do I shave? I could be like that. I'm going to try it. I keep forgetting though, because every time I go in the shower, it's like this automatic shave. I don't even know how long they can go under my arms. But I was like, of course, I'm going to do it.
Okay.
I'm going to try it. It's just an automatic get in the shower, 2 minutes.
Brushing your teeth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But just staring at her, I was like, she just looks so comfortable. But you could see everyone else that wasn't used to it.
Yeah.
It's like when the kids start wearing sneakers to
Instead
nightclubs.
of stilettos, yeah.
And we're like, why do we wear stilettos? Everyone's like, I don't know. I thought
Makeup will be next.
A lot of people aren't.
Yeah.
And I think go for it, whatever makes you happy. But it was just me trying not to. And I was like, do you know what? I even think she was just wearing white swimsuit to be like a big...
Show it off.
Here it is.
Yeah, here it is.
What about her legs? Were they...
I did not get past the... Because I was in the spa looking up and she was coming in.
Yeah.
So my eye level was at her...
Kate Bush.
level. And that's when she put her arms up to tie her hair up. And I saw her and I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, I wonder if I could do that. It's just because you're not used to it.
No.
Yeah,
All
no,
these
it
things we've
stands out,
conformed
doesn't it?
to, And there's no need for it. Shows you.
Well, also, though, you started it. Like women, we didn't ask you to. You started doing it and then kept it up.
Don't start blaming us.
We didn't complain, though.
We didn't complain, but we're not actively pro or con.
Don't speak for all of us, Stav.
It's just a generation thing
Yeah, it
where
would stop you.
I used
That's trying
to,
to get out of
wax my eyebrows so thin, and then you see people go, "Of course, why would we do that?"
Okay, so...
Have you ever done it? Like, seen how far you can actually grow?
My arms?
Yeah.
Yes, I've done that. Not that far. I'm quite disappointed in my abilities
I
to
am
grow
too,
hair
and
under there.
mine are like prepubescent.
Yeah, so hers would have been.
More than mine.
Yeah.
So I got nothing. Like,
Oh my goodness, you don't have anything.
I don't have anything, do I?
No, hers were. You know when your first tattoo is?
Yeah.
It was down there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
That might
quite
be
phenomenal.
an ethnicity
No,
thing,
well,
As
I
in
don't-
Scott's son, Harry.
Are you, so then with the shaving of armpits
Yeah.
then, so are you doing it because you like it or do you also do it because, Scott would like that as well? Like what are the
There's
reasons?
never been a thought process
No, you do it unconsciously.
into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
You
think
just do
my
it.
brothers paid me out about Hairy Mary when I was God knows what,
Yeah.
because that was a thing. So then I started shaving my legs, and it's just been always something that I've done. And I also kind of enjoy it because I get into the sheets and I don't really enjoy having hair, but I've never
Yeah.
really thought about it.
Because I think a lot, and I don't know, like again, don't want to speak for everyone, but I think some of those situations, like where you remove hair, can become sometimes people doing it for their partners. Like even for guys, they might have women who like them with no hair on their chest.
Yeah.
So you probably, depending on who you're with,
Yeah.
Well, that's
might
true,
depend on
yeah.
what you
When
do.
Our producers put up on the screen that there's health benefits in not shaving under the arms. The thing about it is, of course there is, because all that hair is there for a reason.
Yeah.
To stop things getting in, or that would be more an odor thing, I'd imagine. It's like trimming your nasal hairs opens you up to more colds because they're there as a filter. to filter out any bacteria that are going to get into you.
So is that why the older you get, because you're more susceptible to dying from the flu? All the hair, just like, you see men who are like hairy everywhere.
Yeah.
Stav, Abby, and Matt.
Alpha Bucks on Thursday. Here are the answers for Alpha Bucks.
6 a.m. your letter is F. Some of your answers are Falcon, F-Boy Island, and Frozen. 7 a.m. it's H. Some of your answers are High School Musical, Humpty Dumpty, and Hill. And 8 a.m. it's N. Some of your answers are Nylon, Neil Armstrong, and Nanny.
Stav, Abby, and Matt for breakfast. B105.